Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been our games, the last three of them. So came down to one possession, three overtimes. I mean, that's kind of what it's been. So
What was the message in the locker room
we got to take away second chance points down the stretch. We gave them too many chances after getting stops. They scoring off second chance and offensive rebounds. So we got to take that away, especially in the last 5 minutes.
after? You had a career game in terms of scoring tonight. What was working?
I mean, this guy was making me get open, so he was just passing me the ball, and I was just trying to finish the play all the time. So,
What do you have to learn from this game?
you got to play harder than the other team. Always, like, from the beginning to the end, especially in the last 5 minutes is the most important thing. So that's something you got to fix, and also second chance point, just like we just said.
Jay, did you figure out pretty early that he was having that kind of game? It looked like y'all went to him quite a bit, even starting in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, they were putting two on the ball off ball screens and kind of leaving him in that mid area and just giving it to him. And he's super talented and good enough, and he worked on that all week to make a play right there, and he did a great job of it.
When Jacoby hit the three in the regulation, what was the first one? First one. How did y'all feel like? Okay, we're gonna take it now.
Yeah, I mean, that was huge. And, I mean, I thought we had that momentum going into second overtime. We just got to capitalize off things like that. And when we get up 5, 6, 8 points, we gotta put games away.
Ray J, it doesn't get any easier back here. It doesn't get any easier after this game, UCF, and then 4 straight ranked games. How do you bounce back from this? Get your head in the right space.
You go watch film, you get better, you get back in the gym, you take care of your body, and understand that it's no games off. And we got to go into UCF on Wednesday with more intensity and finish the games.
You just one personal foul and you kind of struggle to just stay on the court, but giving your team 42 minutes and just being out there, how big was that for you to have that level of consistency?
I was just ready to do whatever it takes to help them. And whenever my name was called, I was just trying to make a play.
Ray J, can you talk a little bit about Jameer Nelson's game? He was effective getting to the rim, especially in the second half of those overtimes. What was he doing well?
Yeah, I mean, he was just doing a good job kind of controlling the team, their side for them offensively, and kind of living in the pain and living at the line.
Well, 3 buzzer beaters in a row really puts you in a great mood. So first I want to apologize to the Baylor fans because that's tough to cheer for a team 3 straight times and lose. It's harder to coach it. And I know our players feel like crap. Worked really hard to try to be better in game-ending situations. I think we've shown some improvement. Our free throw shooting is better but not good enough. Our rebounding, we needed one more to win that second chance battle. We'd done pretty good throughout the game. And then in the late in the game and overtimes. Credit TCU for coming up with some key offensive rebounds and making some key plays down the stretch. I thought when Jacoby hit the 3, we were really there, and after that, just didn't close it out. So crowd was awesome and gave us a great opportunity, a great chance, and so many close plays that lead to winning or losing, and I know it just takes a spark to start a fire, and we're at that point. We need to get a win and get some confidence going.
Scott, what was kind of your message to them in the locker room?
I think we're tired of losing one possession games.
Coach Jameer Nelson Jr. got to the rim a lot in the second half. Can you
So
just
does he call bank that often? I mean, 4 or 5 of those, I don't know if he could have made if he called them. I mean, now he was phenomenal. He was tremendous. Great game. But he was a problem for us, and he's a really good kid, and I know he's a good player. Go ahead and ask the question, though.
I was just going to – what made him so effective against what you were trying to do?
Our backboard. Because I don't know how many banks he had. He made some tough shots, and credit him. And then he really did a good job. I think timely free throws, timely layups. But there were some really tough shots he hit. Credit him. He made them.
Coach, you mentioned backboard. Ray J had a fair number of those himself. Is this the kind of game that you really saw him as coming in and giving you?
I think Ray J's were more layup banks. They weren't 15-foot banks. Yeah, I thought he was really good down the stretch. I thought defensively he was really good, and he did a good job on the free throw line. Hit a big three for us. I'm sure there's a couple possessions we all wish we could have back. The 10-second call, that's a killer. 17 turnovers is too many, but obviously 24-10, you're pleased with that.
What about the end of the second possession, overtime, when there was like a fall away 3, I think is the shot he ended up with? Like, what were you looking for, at the end of that overtime?
They all kind of run together. Was that the one we didn't really get a good look?
Yeah, you kind of moved it around.
We ran the same play, and they were having trouble stopping it. We had some really good looks from there, but we were hoping to get a pull-and kick, and it was the same ball screen action that Ray J had been so effective on. If I'm thinking the right overtime, I might be off.
Langston made a ton of hustle plays. I mean, it had an offensive rebound after a missed free throw, steal, and dunk. I mean, can that kind of thing be contagious?
We need more of it. They got some timely plays that got them the win, and I was proud that we made a lot of good, tough plays, enough to win, but we didn't, so you got to make more. But 10 rebounds by Langston is a big improvement. And that's an area we've asked him to get better at and to do more. And he responded today with 10. I know there are a couple blackouts he wishes he could have back, but 10 rebounds is very good.
Scott Beck here. Obviously, leading up to this game, the issue was getting buckets down the stretch and going scoreless. You guys really didn't do that down the stretch today, but still came up short. What do you think the issue is there, and what do you need to fix?
Well, I mean, it's a game on two ends of the court, and we can be good on the offense and struggle on the defense. We can be good on the defense, struggle on the offense, and we can be good on the glass and then struggle on the glass. And at the end of the day, you got to be good in every area if you're not going to have a one-possession game. And in a one-possession game, anything can happen. And I mean, Coach Dixon, he's a great coach, great program. They have a third most experienced team, and I think it shows. And I think we got a talented team, but we're going through the fire first time, a lot of them, and sometimes you got to get burned to learn. And I tell you, it's hard losing. You put as much in it as everybody puts in it, and to have close losses, I mean that's hard.
Coach, Eve gets a career-high 25 points and also just one foul. How was it to keep him out there for 40-plus minutes and just see that progression?
Well, what I was really proud of Eve is when he first got here, we asked him to get tougher. And, I mean, he had strep throat and pink eye yesterday, and he played today. So hats off for him.
Did O'Bannon just hit great shots? Did you feel like you didn't close out hard enough on him, or were those just great shots the way you saw those? Because those were obviously
I don't know
huge.
if this is his season high either, but if he saw Baylor every game, he'd be an all-league dude because he's a monster against us. Thanks.